Elimination is next. Elimination's dick is so big, he once made a hard left and broke his right leg. Elimination's dick is so big, it's got a fucking elbow. Elimination's dick is so big that he's already fucking someone tomorrow. There's one thing the BIPOC community hates more than raisins and potato salad, it's mayonnaise. That's why we have Elimination here to spice up the mayo, and Elimination is next.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Clearly. This is the challenge where I'm like, oh shit, in the back room, like, damn, I am not the comedy queen. But hey, I realized, I stressed really hard over this, where I was gonna say, but then I realized you pay nothing, no attention unless you're the only one that's talking. So like, why even bother? So,
That's
nobody
true.
cares.
That's true.
Jonathan, they said I was gonna be on the table with a famous singer. And I was like, oh, that's Cosgrove, the gay Cosgrove. But then I'm like, when did he get so fat?
So subtle.
Al loves to call himself royalty. And I often wondered why. I was like, why does he? Then I was like, oh, you know what? Al and Chuck was probably there with Queen Isabella when they gave Columbus those ships and planned that shit, right?
Wow. Did you just call me old?
I just.
I think
I could have said you was with those Puritans when they landed in America, but Al and Chuck has been around for a long time. But it's okay. I'll skip past that and talk about Mark.
Yeah, all right.
He's the only my leather sibling who calls himself a sir, who I really think he means mistress, because he makes sure his harnesses match his toys, match his shoes, matches his jock.
Yeah.
And the butt plug.
And the butt plug.
Yeah.
And the cock ring too. Oh, I'm sorry. And the extension to the cock ring. Al's always talking about those continents and places that he's visited in his youth. But then I began to think about it. That was probably when all the continents were connected. All he had to do was walk across.
Pangea,
But it's okay.
Pangea.
Okay, Pangea, that's your new drag name, Al.
So Cal is the example of that we all don't have flavor. Oh, but hold on. You did get some flavor last night from that guy that put his shit inside you and left?
Mm-hmm.
Behind that alley I saw you in last night?
Oh. I saw you too,
hot.
Cal.
That was hot, Cal. That's the only flavor you got in a while, right? But it's okay, honey. Al is one of those unique folks in the industry who says, I don't see color. I got those friends who are. But then he turns around and says, white, you asked me that. White you mean? White was you thinking? White, what's wrong?
You say that like it's not true.
And the only Latin superstar, Latin firecracker that I know, that would pick a dud as her sidekick.
Wow!
I know I've called you mayonnaise on the show in the past. It's not just because you're thick. It's your birthday, So I think I'm gonna start calling you Curdle Milk. Because you white old with a lot of lumps.
No.
Al, you're my favorite friend. You're my favorite person. Although you call me Bobby Brown, RuPaul, all those different things. Those orange glasses, here's some Windex. Clean that shit out real quick.
All right.
You're the embodiment of the American dream. You go to a black man and his labor to your famous. But unlike America, you never let us forget it. Thanks, RuPaul. Wow. And so with that, thank you, Faye, for allowing me to join this wonderful roast. And Al, continue to ride those black men all the way to fame.
All right, Elimination. You got him good.
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show, brought to you from Happening Out Television Network. We operate in the same model of PBS and NPR, but for the LGBTQ+ community. We educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of our LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching us on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the story going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.